It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020, and it's 7 a.m.
Kind of messed me up when you say Wednesday by not being here Monday.
It's weird, ain't it?
It's got me thrown behind. This is Tuesday.
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday.
Now everybody's confused.
I'm just off.
Now, what day is it?
It's going to be Wednesday. Game and Fish is here.
Game and Fish is here. It's got to be Wednesday.
If it's Tuesday, it must be wrong.
Oh, my. I tell you what. Yeah. Woke up. Now, what day is this? You know, especially Monday. I don't have to go in and do TV on Monday. Yay. And Tuesday was really messed up, you know. Does that mess you up when you get off schedule like that?
It does a little bit.
Yeah, it does me too.
I'm a routine kind of guy, so
yeah,
everything I do every morning is
just
by
routine. Wow. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host. Scooter Callis is driving the show today. He's over there directing.
Driving it every
back
day.
in and
every day. Don't you forget it.
Every day. I got to go over there and learn that, remember? I'll learn how to do that. Try to direct and host the show at the same time. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it?
That would be interesting.
It would be interesting. I got to learn it, though. Anyway, we're brought to you by your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. Locally owned and operated, the very best in appliances, home entertainment, lawn care equipment, tools, and other great items at Sears. I love Sears. Was part of the Sears family for many years, and can't say enough good things about Sears back in the days of the good old catalog.
Mm-hmm. I was in there yesterday, and that store is packed. He has got many items and products there. If you're looking for something inside the home or outside, that's your guy right there.
There you go. You can't beat
Stop
Sears.
by the Sears store. They can do all their maintenance, so if you got anything that's not running right or whatever the case may be, they can do repairs right there in store.
Good.
They don't have to ship it out, and they got some great maintenance programs where they can come out and actually maintain your appliances or your mowers or whatever it may be, and keep them up to speed.
Tell you what, your local hometown Sears store is the place to shop right here in Mountain Home. If you're up in Missouri, come on down. Ozark County, Howell County, come on down. Love to have you shop at your hometown Sears store. You're over in Marion County or Searcy County. Love to have you come in. The hometown Sears store, they're ready to serve you all.
And they have a ball over there. If you want to have fun, just stop by there.
Just stop by Sears.
Yeah. I mean, JR and them, they have a ball. And they give customers a hard time. They're really loving what they're doing.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, check out your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home. They're up on the hill behind Wendy's. They're in the same parking lot with Orscheln's out in front of Physical Therapy Connection. Your hometown Sears store. Can't say enough good things about Sears. Great appliances and home entertainment. What else do they have in there that I'm not recognizing? I know we got tools, we got lawn care equipment.
Of course, the mowers. They have so many mowers from zero turn to regular and they also carry Husqvarna now. Is one of their top lines.
I remember seeing it.
Of course, they had chainsaws, weed eaters, all your tools. Don't forget about all the Craftsman hand tools and all the stuff that they carry, as well as microwaves, stoves. They had a number of stoves, refrigerators, you name it, they got it.
Can't beat it. Your hometown Sears store. Locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home, right behind Wendy's up on the hill. At 1029 Highway 62 East, your hometown Sears store. Shop local, keep the money local, and keep our hometown folks working, right?
They also got some zero down financing going.
They do?
Yeah.
Wow.
They do.
Well, you can't beat that. Come on down to Sears, folks. I'll tell you what, you can get you a good deal at Sears today and all the way through the weekend, so check them out. Once again, they're at 1029 Highway 62 East. They're in the same parking lot with Orscheln's out in front of Physical Therapy Connection. And be sure to check out all the good deals and opportunities there at Sears. 1029 Highway 62 East, or call them 425-3191. I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening. Oh, Dennis got a cup too. Dennis and I are enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You can do the same thing. Currently 2 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Bomber Boulevard drive-thru, and of course the drive-thru at 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening Coffee is the very best coffee in town. Stop by and have a cup of coffee with us sometime. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive here in Mountain Home. Coffee pot's right over there. Come on in and help yourself to a cup of coffee and watch the show. Love to have you stop by or check out the 2 locations right now currently serving people the best coffee in town. Mike and the staff do a great job. Actually, 3 locations, but the hospital's not opened up all the way yet. So heard that on the radio today, and so they're working to get things back to normal. Anyway, Brewed Awakening Coffee, Mike and the staff, they do an outstanding job. They've got their mochas, the lattes, the frappuccinos, pumpkin spice. Got a friend in Flippin, loves the pumpkin spice. You name it, they can do it. Even a buttered latte.
Pumpkin spice coffee, each his own.
Uh-huh.
If you're listening to Flippin', I'm not giving you a hard time. It just sounds weird to me.
Pumpkin spice in May, huh? Anyway, check out Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job. So stop by and visit at the 2 drive-thrus today. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. In Mountain Home, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, or anyone else out there can help you. You know, it's hard to talk about it every day. You know, you're talking about having a funeral for somebody, but this is what they do. And so when the need arises, whether it's an emergency situation, the passing of a loved one after an illness, whatever it may be, or just their time has come, whatever it may be, pre-planning, talk to Roller Funeral Homes. Professional, caring, loving, understanding. They know what you're going through. Let them take care of it. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Great folks out there at Rollers, all across the state of Arkansas, ready to serve you in your time of need. And they understand what's going on. And that's what makes them, that's what sets them apart from all the others. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. And once again, they bring you the morning prayer each and every day. So let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, we're getting really tired of all the virus stuff, Lord. Being told to wear a mask, or a mask is not required. You've got the one-way arrows in the stores. Lord, we're smart enough to know that the direction we walk in a grocery store will have no effect on an illness. If it did, wouldn't they have us walking the same way in a parking lot? Well, Lord, we're just tired of it. Lord, my prayer is you heal our people, heal our nation, and end the virus. We look forward to our normal way of life, going into the store, getting what we need, and moving on. Doing what we want to do when we want to do it. It's called freedom. I pray you restore that too. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Can he beat yesterday's trumpet?
Dun, dun, dun. No, that's flat.
Hey, trombone over here. Okay, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
A little out of tune, but
the weather.
Lawrence Wall could be
more than a little.
Having a fit here.
I couldn't carry a tune.
He wouldn't turn the champagne bubble machine on for you two guys. Remember those bubbles?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora. Half of who's Lawrence Welk?
I grew up in the 50s and 60s.
I
remember Saturday nights with Lawrence Welk.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. The award-winning Z Team. Time to look at the river. A little bit of clouds and fog, but the river's still visible. You see the 412-62 bridge on the left side of the screen as the river comes through around the city of Cotter. You're looking, the camera's actually in Marion County, looking into Baxter County and Cotter, Arkansas. And the little clearing there is the baseball park, the railroad museum, and a little picnic area there along the river. Beautiful shot this morning, and of course we got the fog and and the haze and the humidity. Boy, the humidity is really just, man.
Yeah.
It's really high right now. So, and the morning shot of the White River is brought to you by the Z Team. You can go to RetireToArkansas.net and you look at the live webcam, pull that up, and throughout the day you can take pictures with a little camera icon and save them to your desktop, your screensaver, whatever. Share them with a friend. While you're on RetireToArkansas.net, you can check out all the listings of the multiple listing service in our area for both Arkansas and Missouri. The Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, and the rest of the Z Team are ready to serve you. And it's what they do. That's how they win the awards, by customer service, outstanding customer service, whether you're in Marshall, Arkansas, or Mountain View, Arkansas, or Mountain View, Missouri, Gainesville, wherever. The team is ready to serve you today. So give them a call, 870-405-0793. They do need listings. And, back in 17, we had over 1,000 homes on the MLS, and now we're under 500. And so if you're thinking about maybe a larger home, maybe you've got a child on the way and need that spare bedroom or just a little bit more elbow room, give them a call. Need to downsize a little bit. So, 5 bedrooms and a basement is a little bit too much. No problem.
And right now, people are buying.
And they are buying.
You do not want to miss this wave. I'm telling you, people are buying right now. I know Monday, because of the holiday, we didn't do a show, but he was like $8 million in the last 2 weeks in sales.
We reported for 2 weeks, it was $5.5 million in real estate sales for the MLS May 4th through the 9th. And then another 2.5, I think, from the 11th to the 16th, which made an $8 million.
Wow. For what area?
Here, this MLS.
Wow.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, $8 million.
But what's amazing is the number of homes is way, way down.
It is. It really is.
And that's why, if you are serious about selling a home, you need to be serious, because the minute you list
it will sell.
You may, the next week, it may be gone. So give them a call. Give them a call. They can get it done. Trust me.
And there's a good chance they have the house sold before you hit end on the phone with the phone conversation. I tell you what.
As they're talking to you, they probably already got a buyer in mind. The way it's going.
Hey, Bob, call this guy. I got this guy online. Okay, we got it sold.
And it's funny because lately, they have a thing called active contingent.
Yeah.
And what it is if somebody lists a house, it shows up in about a week on the MLS. And these homes that show up already on contract before they hit the MLS, those are active contingent. And they're getting like 4 or 5 every week that are already on contract before they even hit the MLS.
I'll be darned.
There you go, the Z Team, the award-winning Z Team. That's why they got all the awards for customer service, outstanding customer service. Linda's also a professional stager, so she can set the home up for that eye appeal and get it sold. Then you move on. The Z Team, 870-405-0793, retiredarkansas.net. And they bring you the morning weather each and every day. And right now it's 64 in Mountain Home, 61 at Harrison, 68 at Batesville. Salem checks in at 68. It's 64 at Calico Rock, 65 at Flippin, 64 at Marshall, 68 at West Plains, Missouri, and St. Louis. But it's warmer in Poplar Bluff, where it's 69 with a shower over there, 62 in Springfield, sunshiny skies, and 46 in Watford City, North Dakota. Yep, there's that refresh button again. I've been talking too long. Got to get this refreshed. This radar don't stay up very long. Shower activity from Little Rock to just south of Memphis in Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma. You can see east central Missouri. We'll keep zooming this out.
Motion, would you?
Yeah, let me go ahead and bring it all the way out so we can see what's going on in the nation here. Basically, it's all right here with us. St. Louis to Little Rock to Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi. And it's still moving kind of south to north. That's kind of a strange pattern.
It's due north. Yeah, that is strange.
It's weird.
So, the way it was swirling the last round of storms we had, where it was hitting us was headed northwest instead of north and northeast.
And there's a hint of that right now because I think that low pressure is still out around Oklahoma City.
Right.
See a little bit of shower activity out around Salt Lake, all the way up into southern Montana, St. Paul, Minnesota. Rather than that, we'll go back in and zoom in on Arkansas again. We've got some heavier showers in east central Arkansas, north of I-40, barely north of I-40. That's going to be affecting 67, 167 highways, a little bit on Interstate 555 and 55, and 62 east. Got a lot of shower activity.
You just paused. Oh, wait. I thought you paused it. Sorry.
No, it just
it's got to load them all, so it takes it a minute anytime.
Now you can see that swirl. You see that swirl right there? So now we're starting to get that northwest pattern right there. So the shower activity that's east of Conway could actually come across us in that, look right here.
Yep.
Yeah, it could actually. Anyway, Interstate 49 clear right now. 40 west of Conway looks good. 62 west in good shape. I-30 with a little bit of shower activity around Benton and Hot Springs. Other than that, all the way down Texarkana, it looks like it's in pretty good shape right now. In Missouri, you see it coming in. We've got it all the way from Nashville to Dixon to Jackson, Tennessee, moving up into southern Illinois, western Kentucky. A lot of stuff going on in western Paducah, getting a lot of showers right now. I-24 at 57 with rain showers, Carbondale, Illinois, Interstate 55 in Missouri towards St. Louis. In Missouri, going to be Highway 60, 67, and 160 and 61, all affected by these right now. I-44 around Springfield to Joplin in good shape, but you get mid-state Rolla and Lebanon like that, you're going to hit some showers on 44 and eventually on I-70. Same thing in Illinois, I-64 east from East St. Louis, Illinois. East, you got some light showers there along I-70. Even as far as Evansville, Indiana on I-64. Wow. Anyway, we have a little bit of a flood advisory or a flood warning, southwest Missouri, southeast Kansas. Not much going on in Arkansas. 7-day forecast. Not too bad right now. Rain today and tomorrow into Thursday night. Then Friday, sunshiny skies. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at 77, 76, and 77 degrees. Looks like it's going to be good. Let's see if we got an extended down here. Monday, 78. Wow.
For originally how bad they were calling for weather this week, it was supposed to rain like every day this week,
like
just massive amounts.
Like Noah build a boat,
Yeah, but that's really back down a lot.
So we're in pretty good shape right now. Okay, I drive Arkansas. Don't see any accidents or slow traffic right there. And then Missouri, we got a little bit of flooding right here. Let's see what that is. That is Route J. Well, that's the bridge. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button here. I got to get that flood box right there. Route T in Missouri closed due to flooding. Okay, that's around Howard's Ridge, Missouri. So always like to check the state line. Folks go from Arkansas to Missouri. You got a lot of flood watch boxes here, around 60 and 160. So just be careful traveling up in Missouri on the state highways. And let's see, I need to hit this one right here. Checking the rivers. The White River at Batesville, Thursday, predicted to be 11.2 feet. That's not too bad. Let's see, let's go down here to White River near Augusta. Holding pretty firm here. We're at 694.83 at Bull Shoals. It's a lot of water, folks.
They're getting ready to start dumping it big time, too.
They opened up the gates.
All three lakes are going to dump simultaneously. It's going to be tough.
579.76 at Norfolk.
When are they doing that, do you know?
I thought last night, but
they opened the gates were open.
I know Bull Shoals was, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
And Norfolk had been on. I don't know if they continued. What's the duration when they do that? Hard to say.
It depends on how much rain comes in while they're doing it.
Yeah.
They don't have that predictable a plan. They're really looking more at the gauge and what's coming up and down based on rainfall.
Allergy today, 4.1, grasses, mulberry, and walnut. Real quick, I ran some numbers last night on the well, wouldn't you know, it went and reset on me. I did a thing on Facebook last night, and I gave all the populations of each county: Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izard. And then I did all the virus updates. So here's what we have. In the 6-county area of Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izard, and Fulton, a population of 104,931. We have positive 45, recovered 37, with active 8. So out of 104,931 people, we have 8 people active in 6 counties. So that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But 2 of them are recently active here in Baxter. So we got 2 new ones.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Anyway, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Got to give a little bit of time to Dennis because he's got stacks of papers and all kinds of stuff.
He's always got stacks of papers.
Oh, it's always fun with Dennis there. We'll be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work. And deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Take us. $7:23. All I need to say, Dennis Dunderdale's here. Go.
Okay, how much time do I have?
I hope enough.
Not enough.
Look at
Not
that.
enough.
There's never enough time. I'll tell you what. I was just saying. Every time we're going to do a show, I get up about 4:30 to start show prep. You know, get a cup of coffee and all that. Start actual working at about 5 and think, okay, what am I going to have to be able to talk about today? And so, and by about 6 o'clock, which that's when it's time to go in and start cleaning up, hop in the shower and all. But 6 o'clock, it changes from what am I going to talk about to, okay, what am I going to leave out? Okay, so
funny.
Well, anyway, a couple of things. First of all, we're gonna get heavy into paddle sports safety, canoe safety, river safety, all that. We've had a couple of drownings, both on rivers, on the Kings River, on Crooked Creek, and I can't substantiate it, but I was told that there was a flat water, meaning on the lake, and I don't know which lake. But anyway, we've had enough fatalities where we need to talk about some safety stuff. So we're going to get into that. But before we do, just a couple of quick announcements. Remember, Free Fishing Weekend is coming up in June. That'll be June 12th through the 14th. That's Friday the 12th, starts at noon on Friday, and goes all the way through till midnight Sunday night on the 14th.
Are the fish wearing a mask?
Yeah. What that means is anybody, in-state, non-resident, resident, kids, older, young, it doesn't matter. No license required, no trout permit required, just for that weekend. Now, typically we have a lot of fishing derbies lined up associated with that weekend. Those are all canceled because of the COVID-19 thing. So there won't be any at our hatcheries. We always have a derby. Over at the Fred Berry Center at the Catfish Pond, we usually have a derby. All of those have been canceled for this year. Hopefully just for this year. In fact, well, I can't predict, but hopefully just for this year. But the free fishing weekend is still on. So grab a pole, go onto our Game and Fish website. agfc.com is the website that you'll find this on. And you will find a virtual nature center link right there. And I got to pull mine up so I can see what I'm looking at here. And you'll see, see on the third box to the right there. Yep, there is all kinds of stuff in there. If you're not familiar with how to rig up a fishing rod or how to tie the knot, to get the hook onto the line or whatever, there's a bunch of different little short clips that'll just kind of get you going in the right direction. Different types of equipment, types of poles and reels and all that. So go check that out. And go fishing. Take your kids, or kids take your parents, or just get out there and wet a line. Make the end of that rod bend a little bit with the fish on the end. You'll never have more fun than that. So that's going on June 12th through the 14th. So that's kind of a biggie. Game and Fish is starting to come back to life a little bit from the COVID. We weren't really totally hard shut down. What we had done was we closed our facilities to the public, meaning the classrooms and the buildings and displays and all that. But the outside areas have all still been open. For example, if you went to the Fred Berry Center, the gate would be closed, but you're more than welcome to walk in and use the hiking trails. If you want to hike far enough, you could walk up to the end of the property and fish at the creek, or the creek's still open. Those kind of things are still there. What we've done now is we've started off by opening up the shooting ranges, kind of statewide. Now we have 3 of our own actual staffed, regular bona fide, certified, all that stuff, shooting ranges. And then we have a couple that we affiliate with other groups in. And those are located. We have one in Mayflower. That's a great range. We have one over in Scatter Creek, which that's over in Greene County. Scatter Creek, yeah, kind of like between Paragould and Walnut Ridge, over in that area.
Mosquito Country.
Yep, Mosquito Country, yep. That's called Scatter Creek Wildlife Management Area, and within that WMA we have a range. So that one's open, and then down in Grandview, which is down by Hope, down in the far southwest corner of the state, that's also a Game and Fish staffed range. And those are all open now. There's social distancing, and the staff is wearing PPE, and they have hand sanitization stations all over the place. So, we're kind of doing it right. We're taking it easy, but we're opening, and we're coming back. We have a couple of other ranges. There's one down in Jacksonville. Now, that's not ours. That's actually owned by the city of Jacksonville, but we partner with them. In fact, we cost shared the building of that, and that's where we have all of our shooting sports tournaments and all. But that's the
one in Sillamore. Is that privately owned?
The one in Sillamore is actually an unstaffed range that's jointly owned and jointly managed by Game and Fish and the Forest Service.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a really great facility. Now, that one is... I don't know if that's open or not. I got to say, because the Forest Service is the one who makes those decisions on that particular one.
I passed by it on the 18th, and I don't remember if it was open or not.
I don't either. And I went by there not terribly long ago, and they had a one of those police line things across there. But that was a month ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've opened that up. So I think go on to the it'd be the USDA and the National Forest Service website. Look for the Sillamore Range.
USDA,
Department of Agriculture.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, the National Forest Service is actually operated by the Department of Agriculture.
Okay.
Not the Department of Interior like the Buffalo River is. So anyway, and then so the other one is Jacksonville, and then there's one over in Batesville too, the Rocky Wilmoth Range.
Really?
That's one that we've partnered with the city of Batesville. I think it's the city of Batesville, but we've partnered with whoever it is that that owns that. I think that might be actually a private organization. Anyway, there's several ranges around. You can go to our website. Again, you'll see one of those AGFC shooting ranges reopened to the public right there on the left. And there's an article that will kind of tell you what I just said. So let's see, what else are we doing? Now, the staff in Little Rock, the general staff is still in a work from home situation, but the chiefs and assistant chiefs and the administrators and those folks, some of them are back into the office. It's kind of on a voluntary. If you feel safe going in, go on in. If you want to still work from home, that's fine too. So we're starting to kind of make, headway into, we're not going to just all of a sudden click the page and now everything's wide open again and everyone's back to work like nothing's ever happened. So they're not taking that approach. They're kind of easing into it, and that's kind of how we're going. As far as the Fred Berry Center, we're getting a lot of calls. I'm getting some, and other folks that work there, they're getting calls. When is that gate going to be open? When is the place going to be open, to the public? Short answer is we don't know. What we've got now is it's open sometimes, and unfortunately we can't really post when it is, because here's how we're doing it. If one of the staff members is on site, and that means the guy who actually is working on the trails and doing that kind of stuff, he has to work outside. He can't work inside the building. So if the weather precludes him from working outside, he's not there, so they close the gate. If he is there, he's got a sign at the gate with his cell phone number on it. Just give him a call and let him know you're coming. Okay, the gate will be open if he's there, but also please call. And the reason is, if he has to leave or if a storm comes in and he has to shut down, people have got locked in there.
Oh, wow.
So don't play the game. Don't think that you're going to beat the system by, well, I'll just sneak in and not tell him. You could end up spending the night in there because you're kind of on your own. I mean, it's not funny to have to figure out how am I going to get my car through this gate. But anyway, the phone number will be there.
I'd like to hear that 911 call, would you?
Yeah. And then just watch. We have a Facebook page. It's the Fred Berry Conservation Education Center. Just go to Facebook, and if you start typing in Fred Berry Conservation, it'll pop up. You'll find it, and we will put postings on there as to what the status is, and if when it's open, we'll make sure everybody knows that it's really open. So plus also go to that Facebook page, like it, share it. There's some pretty good videos on there. I've done a few. Ken Foreman is the educator who actually works at the facility, and he's put a bunch of videos up on there. So anyway, go check that out. Their phone number, if you're lucky enough to catch somebody there. Now, Marilyn Duran, she's the manager of that facility, and she works from there sometimes. Sometimes she works from the house. It really just kind of depends.
Now, how's that for a picture from the Fred Berry Center?
Is that great or what?
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, there is some wildlife to be seen over there.
Let's see, let me hit another one, see what we have here. My goodness, look at some of this. Isn't this pretty?
It looks like Ken's been having some fun with his macro lens, it looks like.
I tell you.
Yeah, he's a good photographer.
Oh, look at that.
He really is.
Great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place, and again, even if the gate is closed, just go in. There's some hiking trails right there at the parking area where you can actually see some pretty cool stuff, and spend some time, get out in the fresh air, sunshine if the sun's shining, and
One of these
make
days.
use of that. Yeah, look at that. Just pretty stuff. That was I want to say a dairy farm, but at least a cattle farm of some kind before we got it about 11, 12 years ago. Wow. And we've been converting it back to natural or native habitat status, bit by bit, bringing back the native grasses and the cool seasonal warm seasons, and kind of getting the fescue out of there and getting the cedar trees out of there and trying to put it back to what it was like, pre-settlement. And it's working out. It's actually coming along quite nicely. They've won several awards for what they've done over there, and you'll hear quail calling in the morning and all kinds of cool stuff. So anyway, go check out the Fred Berry Center. Let's see what else we got. The
take a
free
quick break.
Fishing.
Go do that.
Let me just to Facebook. We covered that.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that because, like I said, we did have a couple of drownings, and we want to come back and talk about that.
All right, more Dennis right after this. Be right back. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pick-up orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At MSI.
$7.36 more with Denis, Dunderdale, Arkansas Game and Fish.
So, as I kind of teased before the break, probably not something to tease about, but 2 weeks ago we were here, and right after that, that following weekend, Sunday to be specific, we had 2 fatalities on local creeks. One on Crooked Creek, that was Sunday the 17th, and another one over on the Kings River, same day. Now, that weekend, if anybody is a weather chaser or keeps track of weather, we had a lot of rain, that weekend. So Crooked Creek was, I don't want to say an all-time high, it wasn't close to all-time, but it was way, way, way up there.
And where would that be, Crooked Creek at?
Crooked Creek, well, this particular one happened below the Fredberry property above the Highway 14 bridge.
Wow.
Yeah, they had put in at George's Creek and floated down. It was a dad and his 2 sons, adult sons.
It was very sad.
Oh, it was tragic. And everybody was wearing life jackets. And Dad capsized and went into what we call a strainer. Now, a strainer is, picture a root wad, okay, a tree root, or a branch or a log with a bunch of branches on it, whatever. And the water passes right through it, but you don't. And with the force of the water coming in behind you, now I don't know if his boat had pinned him as well or if he just got trapped in the strainer or what the deal was. But anyway, he got submerged, and of course you're not going to outswim that, and your life jacket isn't going to keep you buoyant. Buoyancy isn't the issue at that point. But anyway, yeah, he perished, and then they got him out, and then tried to get him on one of their canoes, and that capsized, and then they were all back in the water again, and they finally got to an island just above the bridge, about a quarter mile above the bridge or so, and that's where they rescued him. They were
a lot of people don't realize. Sorry, I need to turn my mic on. A lot of people don't realize when you got as much rain as we've got. People see that the current increases and the flows increase, but they don't realize how much debris and how things change in that water.
Right.
And it's different, especially if you fall in. There's debris and everything piling up here and here. You never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Right. After a rain event like that water is opaque. Now, typically Crooked Creek, as well as I float a lot on the Kings River as well, those creeks are usually very clear.
In Madison County?
Yeah, Madison, Newton, Carroll,
yeah,
it flows north, and it starts. Oh gosh, I don't want to pinpoint on the map, but actually the Kings River, the White River, and the Mulberry River all start within about 1.5 miles of each other. Their sources all right in that same little spot in the state there, and then they all flow, towards their destinations. But that one flows north, and I believe he was above Marble, which is where you would cross on 412 if you're heading towards, say, Fayetteville, right by that big new store that they put in there. I believe he was north of that. But specifically where doesn't matter. The river was high. He was a very athletic guy. I don't recall his name, and I should have looked it up before the show. He was a very well-known bicyclist from Springdale area.
Wow.
And, very athletic and well-known in the community and, had it all going on. I don't know what his paddling skills were. And from what I understand, again, and if I'm wrong, I'll correct it when I can, but the Crooked Creek incident, those folks didn't quite have the experience that they should have had. But I'm going to say this. I don't care how much experience you have, and I don't know what the gauge level was on Crooked Creek that day, but I know it was way higher than anybody needed to be putting in on the creek. It was ripping. It was so... you just don't need to be there, unless you are a serious whitewater paddler and know how to handle Class 5 stuff and are equipped for it, and all the things, not being alone and the right kind of boat and all those stuff, which there are folks that do it, but the casual recreational paddler has no business being on there.
Well, right here on the AGFC website, I'm looking here, laws for canoes and kayaks on Arkansas waterways. And you've got it right here, and so there's a whole page of information.
There is.
Ethics, safety, laws.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to kind of run through that. I made some notes before the show. One is, always wear a life jacket. Now, when we say life jacket, we mean a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. You can buy life jackets at Walmart and at other places that are really meant for the swimming pool or for the beach or, something for the kids at a kiddie pool. They're not Coast Guard approved. And I brought a couple of jackets with me today. I don't know if you can zoom in on this.
Yeah, let me go. Want me to do zoom in on one of the cameras?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which one
can
want?
You do that? Okay, you tell me when.
Use mine right there.
Okay.
Second one.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. The next thing, always carry a change of clothes in your dry bag. Pardon me. Oh, always carry that change of clothes in a dry bag. You can pick up a dry bag at Walmart. They're great. And if you use them properly, let's see, where are we? We're back to the life jacket. Okay, can you zoom right in on that? Here's what we're talking about. There we go. You don't have to be able to read it. I can
focus.
Yeah, we'll need a little more focus and come down just a little bit, or I can come up. There we go. Not quite focused yet.
Focus.
There we go. Okay, here's what we're talking about. It will, first of all, say U.S. Coast Guard approved, and then it'll give some government approval number. It will also say what the intended wearer is. In this case, it's a youth. It will give a chest size and a weight rating for what that is. And then a whole bunch of other information on, things that you want to read that, at least be familiar with what it says. If it doesn't have this label in there, there's a youth one. Here's one for an adult. Same basic kind of information. And if this one's a little bit dirty, it's because we use them all the time. But can you see that one in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Okay, yeah, you can see this one is set for an adult. It still has that approval number in there. It says that it's U.S. Coast Guard approved. It's an adult extra large to double extra large. I guess whose that is. And again, talks about the way to use it and some of the do's and don'ts and all of that. This particular one, by the way, and I just want to point this out, this particular one is fully adjustable. It's universal. See where it says universal in there? That means that you can change those sizes all the way from, from an XL to a big guy like myself because of these adjustable straps. And then there's one more type I want to...
The weight on it, Dennis?
The weight on this one is... more than 90 pounds, which that's an important thing to know too, that you need to at least be of enough weight, for this thing to work. If you're a lightweight person, you'll slip right out of it. Then this last one, if I can just kind of hold that up, this is an inflatable. And these are great, but there's a couple of things to know about the inflatables. This is what I use all the time now when I'm working. One, and it'll say this right on here. I don't know if you'll be able to read that in, but if you can get on that or not. But on here, it will say intended for users 16 years of age and older. Okay, so that's a big deal. The other thing is it is mandatory that this be worn in order to be considered having a life jacket on board. These other ones, if you're over 12 years old, you can have them readily accessible and still be legal. This one has to be worn and properly fastened and properly fitted and all that kind of stuff in order to be considered legal. Okay, so if you have this, say, on the floor beside you on your seat, then you would be considered to not have a life jacket on board for every person. And there's different kinds. We're going to have a show in a couple of weeks, and we're going to get deep into the weeds on life jackets because there's a lot of stuff folks don't know. So I don't want to go too much further into that. But life jackets and legal life jackets and properly fastened and properly fitted and all of that, that is the #1 rule. If you don't take anything else away, wear the dang life jacket. It's not going to do you a bit of good if you're not wearing it. Next point is keep a dry change of clothes in a dry bag. That's one of those roll-up bags, that has the little, latchable deal on it. You can find those in the camping section or boating section at Walmart or anywhere else that sells outdoor equipment like that. Research the water where you're going to go. Which camera am I on here? I'm kind of looking at
this right here.
This one here? Yeah. Research the water where you're going to go. Now, there's a couple of great apps that I want to bring to your attention. This one is on my iPhone here. And let's see if I got this right. No. This one here, it's the Corps of Engineers website, I should say smartphone app. It's called USACE Little Rock. USACE is U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Little Rock. And that is a really good app. What happens is when I don't know if you can pull that one up or not. Probably not because I think it's an iPhone thing. But on there is information on the water releases for every dam-controlled water flow, like Bull Shoals, North Fork, Beaver, all of those. Then it also has lake information. It has all kinds of stuff. But the one I want to bring to your attention is the one that says, let's see, is the one that says USGS, and it's right over here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it says USGS. That is going to give you
the geological.
Yep, that's going to give you the water level and gauge heights in Arkansas and in Missouri for all of the moving water, like Crooked Creek, the Current, the 12 Point, the Kings, all of that stuff. It'll give you the flow rate. It'll give you the gauge height. It'll give you the flood gauge, the flood level. It'll give you all of that information. Check that out before you go. Now, I'll just tell you, in this particular case, most of the folks here are interested in floating Crooked Creek because I think the Buffalo is still closed. Crooked Creek's elevation at Kelly Slab, if the water is going at the slab, that's 12.6 feet. And that's considered safe. And again, I'd have to pull that up, and I don't want to take the time. Maybe I'll do it during the break. But it'll tell you in there where you want to be and where you don't want to be on that river. And if it's too low to float, there's just not enough water, which we're not dealing with not enough water right now. But you don't want to be dragging your canoe the whole way either. So it's also good, in the doldrums of summer if you don't have enough water to float. So that's what we mean by research the water. And research it yourself. Don't just rely on the person that you're going with. By the way, always go with somebody. Don't ever go paddling alone. There's just no point to it. Things can go wrong, and when they do, if you're by yourself, boy, what becomes an inconvenience becomes a tragedy in a hurry. So, don't rely on the person you're with because they may make a mistake. So, check that out yourself.
Break point yet?
Yeah, we can break now if you want.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take that break. It's 7:49, almost 7:50. I'm trying to find my AGFC app on my phone, so we'll be right back.
Okay.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
When you need dirt.
It's almost 7:54. Dennis Dunderdale here from Arkansas Game and Fish, and finishing out the program. Dennis.
Yeah, so we left off with research the water, and we talked about the USACE website, and we'll get into that deeply next time when we have a little more time to do it. But the next thing I want to talk about is paddle in water that matches your experience level. You know, what happened with these folks last time around is they were in, no pun intended, but way over their head as far as, I mean, that water was it was
basically nobody should have been out there.
Nobody should have been out there. Yeah, pretty much. But you know, they did, and we saw that. I was down doing a filming a shoot for paddling down on the Mulberry later that same week, and we saw groups and families putting in absolutely ill-equipped. I mean, no business at all being out there. Life jackets, slung on the back of the seat of the kayak, and using inflatable inner tubes, just really dangerous. And that water was really tearing too.
No, what river? Mulberry?
That was the Mulberry, yeah, down by Ozark, down that area. File a float plan. And a float plan, it can be simple, but make sure you tell or leave a note with somebody as to where you're going, where you plan to put in, where you plan to take out, roughly what times. If you change your plans because of whatever reasons, make sure they know that. If you think you're going to put in at George's Creek and you find out there's too many people there, and so you're going to go up to somewhere else, you're going to go further up to Payette or something, just send them a text and say, change of plans, we're putting in at Payette. And then when you get off the water, let them know. That at least gives, if there is a need for a rescue party or a search party, at least it gives them a starting place to know generally what vicinity. Otherwise,
can I ask a dumb question at this point?
Yeah, no dumb questions
here.
here.
On my iPhone, I've got a 7. I don't know, I got 7 or 8. Anyway, I've got this compass right here. You can't see it on camera, but it gives your longitude and latitude, the degrees north and west. So,
yeah.
Okay, say for instance that I want to put in on the river, and I take a picture of this.
Yep.
Save it.
Yep.
And then I send it to somebody at the time. Okay, it is now 8 a.m. They can judge from the coordinates here at that time how far downstream I could be.
They sure can. Yep, you sure can. An even simpler way, I mean, you can certainly do that, but that requires the person to understand how to read coordinates, which they may or may not know.
But the authorities
the authorities do, absolutely. The simplest way is just do a screenshot of a Google map of where you are. Pull up Google Maps. It'll put a blue dot where you are.
And that
take
should
a screenshot of that and then text that to whoever.
Sure.
So yeah, but that's a really good idea, is to let folks know where you are. Know the regulations. Now, that's what kind of segued into this. The PFD is rule number 1. If you're 12 or younger, you absolutely must be wearing that PFD, and it must be the right size and the right type. And by size, we mean rated for chest size and for weight for the user. If you're over 12, then the rules say that it has to be readily accessible. We say, from a common sense standpoint, especially in a situation of a paddle boat, wear it. You are not going to be able to put that life jacket on if you go over. It's not going to happen, especially if the water is moving fast. So wear the life jacket. If the boat is 16 feet or longer, which many canoes are, then you must also have a throwable life jacket, one of those squares, or it couldn't be a round ring, but usually people bring a boat cushion. That doesn't substitute for your PFD. That's in addition to your wearable. PFD is, personal flotation device. Any coolers you have, they must be a positive latching mechanism on the lid, either a snap or a zipper or a strap. If you don't have that type, put a strap. Can't be the styrofoam type. Has to be, plastic or some kind of hard material that isn't going to break apart like the styrofoam ones that you buy at the gas stations have.
Boy, that could be deadly to the wildlife in the water.
Oh yeah, it's just a mess. Well, and all the contents in it as well. So, and that's why if you do tump, which you will, tump is a technical term for tipping over, dumping and tipping. But if you do go over, all that stuff's going to go everywhere. No glass is allowed, with the exception of prescription medicine, like a insulin vial or something like that. But no glass of any kind. Pickle jars, mayonnaise, glass bottles, none of that. You can't have any glass. You have to have a drainable trash bag. By drainable, usually the kind that we see are like those, they look like an onion sack, they look like a mesh bag. Not a kitchen trash bag, not a plastic with the drawstring. Those are just...
Less than a minute.
That's a buoy. All items have to be tied to your boat so that they don't float away, and any drink holder has to be, floatable. All right, well, that's kind of it.
Page 2 with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, we got more to talk about, but we'll have to pick that up. When did we say? On the 17th?
17th of June.
The 17th we'll be back.
Here twice.
Real quickly, go to our website. If you're interested in becoming an outdoors woman, we're going to have one in North Arkansas over in Huntsville. It's going to be July 10th through 12th. Go to the Game and Fish website, and it'll show you who to call and how to register for that. We'll talk more about it next time.
All right.
All right.
Wow, time to spare.
Oh, there is?
By 10 seconds.
Let me give you my phone number, 870-321-5548. Feel free to call me with any questions.
And with that, we want to wish you a good, happy day. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Dennis.
All right, you bet.